Okay, Shalom, and it's another edition of In My Kitchen. Today we're going to talk about breads. You know, the best bread that you can eat and not get a bloated belly, or some people, they eat bread and they get a reaction from it. They may be suffering from something called celiac disease. You can look that up. Some people, bread constipates them because they're not able to use the bathroom as they should, because a lot of these so-called breads out there are filled with chemicals. So these are the breads that you want to, if you're going to eat bread, these are the breads that you want to eat that are available in your supermarkets. Like number one that comes to mind is Whole Foods. Then you have Trader Joe's, and wherever you can find these breads, and you can also order them online. Okay, so most of our people, they love eating bread, but they eat the wrong kinds of bread. Okay, so this video is designed to give you an idea what kind of bread you should be buying now. A lot of this information comes from Bobby Parrish. I told you about him. He's the guy that'll go in a store, Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, and he'll pick up some of the products and read the ingredients in the products and tell you which one is the better value to buy. If you type in Bobby Parrish and bread, some of his videos should come up where he goes into what breads to buy and what breads to avoid. So I get my information primarily from him, and I do these videos. So I've been eating these breads, all three of them, for about a couple of weeks now. This one, maybe about a week. This one here, this is a hamburger. Now, oh, by the way, these breads are not cheap. Okay, they range from, I know this costs about what, $7. You may be able to find it cheaper, $7-8. I think this is about base culture here. This base culture bread, as you see here, is grain-free, gluten-free, and that's where, if you Google the grains, a lot of the body's inflammation comes from grains, because the grains that Esau have available for the people is tainted with heavy chemicals. In wheat alone is heavy chemicals. That's why you got to be very careful with that wheat. There's a book called, either it's a book or video, one or the other. It's called Wheat Belly, and I forgot the name of the doctor who goes into it, how dangerous wheat is. So that's one thing you gotta, even though wheat is in the scriptures, the wheat of yesteryear was a lot different than the wheat of today. All right, so you really can't go wrong with these breads here, and I've been eating them for about a couple of weeks. This one about a week, and I gotta say, I don't feel bloated. I don't feel bogged down like when I used to eat them other breads. I used to feel especially I used to feel bloated, and you have a hard time using the bathroom because you're pretty much clogged up. So all you got to do is do your research on these breads before you buy them. I'm just going to run through them right quick. The first one is, as you see here, sprouted grains, good source of fiber, This is the Ezekiel Bread. Okay. I believe I might be wrong on that. I thought that was the Ezekiel Bread. Huh. I think it is though. Okay, my bad on that one. Food for Life. I thought this was the Ezekiel 4-9 bread, but Food for Life. Now, if you read the ingredients, in this bread, there we go. Let's see what's in here. Bear with me for a minute. Okay, you should be able to see the ingredients. Organic sprouted wheat, filtered water. Pretty much everything in here is organic. Now this bread sells for about, oh, so this is Food for Life, okay. My bad, I thought it was Ezekiel 4-9. As you see here, I just want to get this for you. As that say here, certified organic. Now you got to keep this bread. This is not a bread that you keep out on the shelf or in the lower part of the refrigerator. You got to keep this bread in the freezer, or else it's going to go bad, because there's no, as you see here, there's no preservatives. And that's what your breads have. A lot of the cheap breads, they have a lot. They're loaded down with chemicals and preservatives. And we're trying to eat as natural as possible. That's the key. The key to decent health is to try to eat as natural as possible. Try to limit the chemicals, if not try to avoid them altogether, that you put in your body. Too much of our so-called foods are loaded down with chemicals. There are more chemicals in their food. And when I say chemicals, something somebody created in a lab somewhere. That's what's doubling as food. And you remember the scripture where the Lord told Ezekiel to eat man's dung, and he protested. So the Lord told him to eat cow's dung. And that's symbolic of the so-called food that we eat today, which is it's not even food. Real food is the food that Yahweh Shem Yahushua created, man. So we got to get back to real foods. That's the problem. That's why we have swollen bellies and bad health and everything hurts. Yeah, because look at the food that we're eating. So the trick is to try to get back to natural foods as much as possible. So this bread here is very good. Okay, as you see, no preservatives, flourless sprouted grains. This guy Bobby Parrish, he talks a lot about sprouted breads. Here's another example of sprouted bread, base culture. As you see here, grain-free, gluten-free, preservative-free, so no preservatives, dairy-free, pure paleo ingredients. And this bread is excellent, man. I actually like this bread more than this one. Okay. And for those of you who want your hamburgers, this is a good bread to buy. As you see here, GF, which stands for gluten-free brioche burger buns. It's a slight acquired taste, but you could deal with it. You get used to it. I made a couple of burgers today. Matter of fact, let me show you what meat I used. Right here. 100% grass-fed, all-natural, organic ground beef. 85% lean, 15% fat. And you need fat. Okay, fat, trans fat you don't need. All right, but good healthy fats that come from butter and meat, you need that. The body needs that. You can actually lose weight if you eat the right kind of fat. Check that out. Believe it or not, you can research that. But anyway, I've given you some examples that you can now work with when you get your toast. You know, your toast with your farm raised. Did I say farm raised? You know, with your eggs like this. You know, everybody likes eggs and toast, right? Your pasture raised. I didn't mean to say farm raised. Your pasture raised eggs. Okay. You can cook these breads up as your toast. All right. So hopefully you found this video edifying, and it's on to the next one.